So you're a new mom, or you're pregnant, or you know someone that's about to have a kid, and you're like, oh, what should I buy? Like, what will be useful? What will last for a long period of time? What is just functional and necessary? If you're looking for affordable, high quality, useful baby products and toddler products that will last your kids from 0 to even 5 and beyond, then keep watching. Hi guys, if you are new here, my name is Julie. I'm a full-time working mom. I'm an occupational therapist. I have 2 little kids, age 5 and 2. I live in New York City and I don't like to waste money, time, energy, space. So I am all about finding products that are functional and last a long time. I would love you to go ahead and subscribe, click the like button, comment down below what your favorite baby products are, or things that you have found the most useful for your kids, or things that you don't like so much. And with all that said, let's keep going. All right, so before I jump into the product, I just want to take 1 minute to explain why I think it's important to even be doing this in the first place. Here's the thing, when you have a new baby, you're going to be bombarded, overwhelmed, stressed by all the things that you need to buy or think you need to buy. You have no idea what you're really going to need until baby is here, that is for sure. But you know, you want to be prepared. You want to order some things ahead. Who doesn't like receiving packages in the mail? Or perhaps your family and friends, well-meaning as they are asking you, what can I get you? What will be useful? What do you need? And typically what happens is when you're registering for a baby registry, you put down all the things that you need or that you can think of from 0 to kind of 1 year old. But then what happens? Like, especially if it's your first child, you are going to run out of clothes, or their needs are going to change, or they're going to need different things. So this list is really core stuff that I feel like if you buy nothing else, these things will really last you a long time. I also did a video about bigger purchases, so higher investment purchases, so make sure to check that out. I will have that linked above and in the description box because those are things where you might want people to contribute if you're going to have some kind of baby registry. These are much more affordable items, everyday accessories that I think have really worked well for us and our kids. The other thing is that by being really intentional about what you buy, you are going to save money, you're going to save space in your home or apartment, and you're not going to have like a million water bottles that fall out of the cabinets every time you open the door, because been there, you know, I've tried lots. So these are my favorites, all the things that I'm going to talk about right now. I also wanted to say that, you know, with you making use of your space, with being really mindful of your money, this all leads to being a better organized person. If you want to learn more about how I organize and kind of the philosophy and the steps that I take to lead a busy life where I'm working full-time, where I have my family to take care of and also myself, right, then don't forget to sign up to my 5-day free video mini course series. I will leave the link down below. Sign up so that you receive all those emails. And also I will be launching, super exciting, a course to help busy working moms, or you don't have to be a working mom. I think moms are all working moms, really. Later this year, I'm super excited about it. So make sure that you sign up so that you can hear all about that. That course is really going to focus on prioritizing your day-to-day tasks, being organized, doing life your way so you have more control, because so much of our time is spent being reactive to things that are happening to us, and I want you to be proactive. I want you to take charge of your life. So make sure you sign up to be notified about that. I have a free Facebook group that you can come in, and we have a lot of fun in there. Make sure you're joining that too. The links are all down in the description. Okay, fine, let's jump into the video. So my first little accessory that I love are these Camelback water bottles. They are stainless steel. They are such high quality. We actually recently got them. They're more expensive than, say, a plastic water bottle. They're in like the $20 range. But I think if you take care of them, they can last you forever. And let me tell you, now that it's summertime, we took these to the beach and I put ice in them, and we were outside for a long time, and the ice blocks were perfect. I mean, they didn't melt at all. It was really impressive, actually. I also think these water bottles are really great because they have a straw that is actually kind of challenging to suck from. So it's a good way to help your children develop tone in their mouths. I know this sounds strange, but one of my friends commented how having like good suction on what would you call it, like the lid of the water bottle is really, really good to build up muscles in the cheeks for your kids. And also they don't leak, pretty much, like maybe 1 or 2 drops. So if you're just putting water in there, those are very good, because I've been through a lot of water bottles in my time as a mom. Let me know which ones you've tried, or if you've had this experience. And always leaking is an issue. They break, like the mouthpiece kind of gets all gross. So I recommend removing everything at the end of the day. I know it's a pain in the butt. My husband hates it when I do this, but I empty the water bottles at the end of the day and I let everything dry, because that's going to reduce the likelihood that you're going to get mold. But these ones are so great. They're like double enforced stainless steel, which means they're better for the environment. I try and avoid plastic where I can. They can go in the dishwasher. They're super cute. The mouthpiece or the lid is really well made. I'm sure you can get replacement little mouthpiece and straws if they wear out, or you feel like you lose one, or you feel like you need another one. But by removing everything at the end of the day or every couple of days to let everything air and dry out, or put in the dishwasher, the top rack of the dishwasher, so that you can get them really clean, you're going to avoid mold and the yucky stuff like building up. For sure. And in the water bottle lunch container family, I also really like these thermoses. I believe the one we have is from Skip Hop. Super cute, really nice if you are wanting to keep food warm for a few hours. So, when my children used to go to school, thanks pandemic, but when they used to go to school, I used to warm up their food in the morning and then pack it in the little thermos. But also if you were going out to the park and you wanted a hot meal, or even if you don't want a hot meal, it's just a nice size. They come with a little spork actually, a nice lid. We use them also just for drinking containers, like drinking water or tea or something like that. They're really nice and sturdy, just for the same reasons that the Camelback ones are. So I think these are great as well. And then you only have to buy this once and then you're done. We also use bamboo plates and bowls instead of plastic ones, because as much as I would love to give my kids ceramic or glass plates because they look cuter and they're more sustainable and stuff, I've learned my lesson with that. So having the bamboo, they look really high-end, good quality. They're recycled materials. They come in really nice colors. And I think, if you drop them on the floor, it's not the end of the world. So, and they wash well in the dishwasher or whatever. So I really like these. Are very cute and work really well. And then for glasses, I've never really bought the plastic cups. I use mason jars for the kids to drink out of, which I think are multi-purposeful. I use them for storage as well. I haven't had an issue, touch wood, touching the floor here, that they break, because they're very, very sturdy. But obviously if you don't feel comfortable, you could use something like the bamboo. They make cups for kids, so that if they fell on the floor, it wouldn't be an issue. Moving away from food and eating and that kind of stuff, to sleeping, one thing that we have used with both kids that I highly recommend is a sleep sack. And the brand that I really like is the Aiden and Anae brand, but you can find any brand that has a muslin, it's called a muslin fabric. It's a super lightweight, very breathable cotton fabric. So I feel like we spent a lot of money on sleep sack, and I don't think it's necessary. So this type of sleep sack that I like the best, it's very thin. So in winter, it depends on how warm your home is. But I've always found our home is warm enough that we wouldn't need to be putting tons of layers on our kids. In winter as babies, we would dress them in winter pajamas and then the sleep sack on top, which also doubles up as not enabling the child to climb out of the crib, because they're kind of stuck in a sack, right? So I feel like it's super helpful. You could also use it as kind of a blanket. My daughter now, who is 2.5, uses it as her lovey. She loves the label on it, and she uses that to go to sleep. So even though she's way too big to fit in a sleep sack, it had multiple purposes, and we've had one for both kids that we really like. They're also, if you buy the thinner one, the summer version versus the winter version, they wash really easily because they dry really quickly, and then you can I would maybe have 1 or 2 for each child max. I mean, I think we only had one for each kid at a time, but I had thicker weighted sleep sacks that I don't think are as necessary. So rather save your money, buy the thinner summery ones, and then you're going to have like winter clothes, or you can always double up with the clothes that they're in, and then have the sleep sack on top just as an extra blanket if you need. Because newsflash, kids do not keep any blankets on, and like we were given a lot of baby blankets, which are wonderful, but not for sleeping at night. It's a risk, SIDS risk, or suffocation risk to have a blanket in a crib with a baby. So you want to have anything that they're wearing. It needs to be a sleep sack, or nothing at all. They're just wearing their clothes. So you just want to assess for yourself so that you don't have this like blanket over their face or whatever. But in the event that you did use a very lightweight swaddle type of blanket, it's so lightweight that it's not going to like squish them. Then soap and shampoo and all this kind of stuff. I mean, there are lots of brands available. I would always go for the most natural. Look for ones that don't sting in their eyes. I use the Honest Baby brand. I like them because it's like I can buy them at Whole Foods. They're not very expensive. I'm always striving to look for a zero waste solution. So these are made out of the containers are made out of plastic, which are recyclable. But I think having a conditioner that's high enough quality, but that at the same time conditioner, soap and shampoo really the same. I need conditioner because my kids have a lot of hair and it gets super tangled, so conditioner is like a high priority for me. But my daughter wants to just put conditioner everywhere, so we like go through this stuff so quickly, and I don't want to be wasteful, so I'm trying to teach her not to do that or take it away or whatever. But I want a conditioner that's high enough quality that it's good to have on her body or whatever and her skin, but at the same time it doesn't like break the bank. So I like the Honest Baby. I love the orange vanilla scent. I think that's really nice, but that's totally up to you. They also make like a lavender one that's really nice. And if you do like subscribe and save on Amazon, you can get these sent to you regularly and you save money with each of those. But that's what I would recommend. I also like the Shea Moisture brand, which is not necessarily marketed towards children. I think there might be a line that is for kids, but it's something that is gentle for me and for my daughter or whatever, and my kids, is good enough. So I like that brand too, because I feel like the price point is good for something that you're using up a lot, and it's also high quality and organic products. Then with hair and all this kind of stuff, like a Tangle brush I found is really useful. I need one, clearly. Like a wet brush, I really like a Tangle brush for my daughter specifically, and my son when he had longer hair. Now his hair's shorter, so it's easier to brush, and he has straight hair. My daughter unfortunately has the curly hair like mine, and it's hard to maintain it. So how I've always treated my hair is I condition and I brush her hair with the conditioner in it, if she'll let me, and I don't really brush it when it's dry or anything, because that's like frizz nation. So I like to have the conditioner in, then brush her hair, and I use a Tangle brush or a wet brush, and I really like that for her. That's the best way to do it. Then I think you need some nail clippers for baby. This is a very stressful thing, like cutting baby's nails, but you absolutely have to, because they scratch their face and their nails grow just like everybody else's, and they can get really, really sharp. So getting new small nail clippers, I think, when you have a baby, that are nice and sharp, but so that you'll just have to cut once, or you just cut a little bit and then you can like peel off their nails if you need to, because their nails are so thin. But as they get older, their nails become more like adult-like. You need to be able to cut their nails. I will say, with brushing my daughter's hair, or her letting me do that, and cutting her nails, is probably the only time that I'm going to use like a screen to help me. So sometimes what I do is I let her look at the videos that I've taken on my phone so she'll let me brush her hair. Otherwise it's like a rat's nest, and cut her nails. But I found with my son, as he got older, we also went through that phase where it was really hard. He was a little bit more obliging though. I don't know, she's not. But as he got older and he could really understand why I'm cutting his nails, or I would say to him, we're going to cut your nails now and then we're going to go do blah, 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 it was a lot easier. For now, she's in a phase where she's in control and she's calling the shots. So sometimes I'll use a screen to help me cut her nails, because I don't want to cut her skin by mistake or hurt her. And the same with brushing her hair. If she sits still, it's going to be so much quicker and so much easier. So that's a tip. I use like photos on my phone because the phone is such an alluring thing, and also like let her watch videos. She doesn't have to watch an actual show or something, although you can do whatever you feel comfortable doing with your. And something that we have used with both children, these wet dry diaper bags. So instead of having like a whole big diaper bag system, which is great and everything, and you will need probably more stuff when the baby is younger than as they get older, but what we have found works really well for us is we use one of these wet dry bags that are lined, so that if you put something wet inside there, like a bathing suit, a swimming costume, or diapers or clothes that get wet or whatever, there's a lot of wet things that happen when you have children. But anyway, if you put that in there, then the bag keeps it nice and dry until you come home. But we just like the size of this bag. It's super easy. We keep, like, if we needed diapers, wipes, a change of clothes, anything else that's important, and it prevents us from overpacking, but also just can go into any bag. So I would often put this in my handbag. We put it in the bottom of the stroller. It has a little loop, and I really like the Bumpkins brand, but there's a lot of them. I like the Bumpkins brand because they also make cloth diapers, which I also did. So let me know if you want to know more about that. There is a video on my channel about it. But they have that material that is easy to clean, and so it's really, really easy to kind of use these bags and like take them with you, and then you don't need to buy a huge massive diaper bag. Obviously, if you want an excuse to get a new bag, then a baby is a great reason, but if you're trying to save money or you just don't want the extra things, I don't think you need a dedicated diaper bag for your child. You can use this like insert, and then that has all the kids stuff in there. You just yank it out, and I find it's really helpful with my husband and myself, because then if he's taking the kids out without me or the nanny or whatever, we all just know that their stuff goes in there, and we just kind of use this bag as we need to. It's not like we have one huge bag that's a personal bag of just mom, and then no one else can use this bag, and there's nothing. You'd have to have duplicates of everything. Not on board with that. I would love to know what your favorite baby and toddler products are, what you have found has kind of lasted the test of time. These are things that literally we are still using today, that we would have used from day one up until now, and we're still planning to use all of these things. So instead of having to go out and buy a million different water bottles to test them out, I thought this would be helpful to just really hone in on what you truly need. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to thumbs up this video, hit the notification bell so that you can know every time I post a new video. Don't forget to sign up to all those links down below in the description box so you can join the little family. I love chatting to you guys, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye!